Good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you to the Mango Grove for your daily analysis video. In today's video, we'll be discussing Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys want me to cover more altcoins, and hey, I actually don't blame you. There are a lot of opportunities to be had, and we've actually taken a few altcoin trades ourselves, trades that are doing really well. But with that being said, I really don't want you guys sleeping on Bitcoin because it may end up being disastrous. I'm sure a lot of you guys kind of felt that, right? Last time around, you guys are focusing too much on altcoins, or rather, some of you jumped onto the altcoin bandwagon a little bit too late and completely ignored Bitcoin while doing so, and hey, paid the price. So I think it is responsible, at least on my part, to be making sure the Mango community is keeping their eye on the ball, and the ball right now, guys, is Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin has been doing something interesting. All right, Bitcoin may actually surprise yet again. I think if people who aren't paying attention to Bitcoin will pay the price. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and discuss some Bitcoin. Right, we'll start with the monthly time frame, then move on down to the lower time frames. And I want you guys to keep an eye on the monthly. All right, that's the Mango way. That's the stress-free way. It keeps our view on the bigger picture at all times, and that way we don't get too carried away with the lower time frame price action. We know when to take profits, we know when to reposition, etc. It's helped us out tremendously, especially recently. Right, you guys all saw how Bitcoin didn't really surprise those of us who have been doing it the Mango way, those of us who've been doing it the stress-free way. So we're going to go ahead and mark out our first monthly level right over here, 13,900, right? Somewhere around there is going to be really key moving forward, but we do have some levels to confirm before that, and right over here underneath us we do have 10,800-ish, 10,750. And what I do want to see Bitcoin do, this is not necessary, but what I do want Bitcoin to do for the next month is close above around 11,400-ish, right? And you're going to see some confluence come in line with this level as we progress through this video. In fact, Bitcoin might be testing it as we speak. Interesting. Okay, cool. So those are monthly levels, guys. Keep your mind's eye on this, rather. 13,800-ish, all right, 11,400-ish, and underneath us around 10,700. Okay, cool. Now we're going to go ahead and move on over to the weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, we have something coming in right over here, right? We have 11,400 already right over there, 11,593-ish. Let me adjust this a tad bit. So I think it's 11,550-ish, right? Yeah, somewhere around there. So 11,550, lining up the monthly level, okay? 11,400-ish. Okay, when you're looking at the high time frames, it's pretty much the same thing. So that zone, guys, 11,400 to 11,550 is going to be very key, all right? If you can close multiple weekly candles above it, and let's have closing monthly candles above it as well, that's when we can start looking for that big 13,800 level, all right? Until then, it'll be a little bit too early to be looking for that level. Yes, we may shoot up above it, okay, and live above it for a little while, just like we did over here on this wick, okay? But will we clear a weekly? Will we close a weekly above it? Will we close a monthly above it? That is what we need to be looking for. Okay, so for example, right over here, we came and we tested 12,000 over here, right? But the weekly did not. The weekly did not close above it. So why did we test this 12,000 region? Well, that's when you dig down a little bit lower, and this is how you can squeeze a little bit more out of your trades. And we were talking about this in the Mango C program. I believe it was it Patrick? No, it was Brandon. Brandon was asking a question as to how do you really look for your time frames. Essentially, the question was, will the higher time frames give you more out of your trade? Will it give you more profits? And the answer to that, and this is not going to be too helpful, the answer to that is yes and no. Yes and no, in that if, for example, if you were playing the higher time frames, doing it the Mango way and the stress-free way, yes, you would have been in your trade and you wouldn't have got shook out like how I am still in the trade, by the way, all the way from down here, guys. I did not exit my trade at all. But at the same time, you would have recognized that, hey, we may be able to squeeze a little bit more out of this trade, even though 11,400 is a major level on the weekly as well as the monthly. On the daily, we do have resistance coming in right over there, right? We can zoom in. We'd reached all the way here. So we had some daily resistance levels coming in at around 12,000-ish. And then another one coming in right over here at 12,600, and then another one coming in at 12,900. So if you do want to play a little bit more active, right, you want to trade a little bit more actively, and the daily time frame would be considered higher time frames by many people, but I consider it more of a medium time frame that would require a little bit more active management. You could have marked out these zones over here, right? We have around 12,900-ish, 12,600 to 12,900, and a major level coming in at 12,000. As you can see, we actually did test that. We tested that perfectly actually and got rejected on the daily level, and on the weekly we respected our 11,500, right? So if we had actually just gone ahead and color coded everything, let's go ahead and do that quickly. Wow, this was supposed to be a short video, but it's turning into a more tutorial like video, but hey, why the hell not? So let's go ahead and mark, oops, not text. So let's choose a color for the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and pick orange for the weekly time frame. All right, cool. For the daily time frame level, which by the way we got from around here, right? Let's go ahead and pick what color should we pick for? Go ahead and pick blue. All right, blue for the daily time frame. And these are daily levels too, right? So we can essentially just copy paste. That works. There you go. Okay, cool. So what we're looking for is for the daily levels to get respected, while the weekly levels do get respected as well, right? At the same time, we do have a monthly level marked over here, right? We can go ahead and mark this, use a green on this, and dark green. That's good, and nice thick line. So let's start with the monthly. You'll see that, hey, on the monthly, right, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. In the monthly, we broke this major level, got a nice, really nice retest. This was massive opportunity, and this level we got in from here, guys. So we broke this level, retested, and bounced back up, right? On the weekly, which is our orange, by the way, this level over here, we respected it, right? We respected it. We did not break. We did not close. So remember, when we close above a level, like we did on the monthly, right, like we did over here, like we closed above this green horizontal, it turned from resistance, okay, this level here, guys, it was resistance. Now it flipped to support. Okay, so this is our monthly support now, but it flipped because we confirmed the candle above it. Okay, and it's a monthly time frame, so you don't necessarily have to wait for confirmation. It's good to get confirmation, but waiting an entire month is a little bit too much for people. So you could wait for weekly, you could wait for a couple of dailies if you're a little bit more aggressive. But hey, this would be considered a flip from here, right? We've broken above it, closed above it, retested it, and bounced above it. All right, so your monthly level got respected, but what about your weekly? Well, your weekly level will still respect, and that's where people get confused, guys. Your level over here, your weekly 11,500, it is resistance, and it stays resistance until it is broken and confirmed above it. We've not broken it. Okay, yes, we went and tested the daily level above it, but both of them proved resistance, right? So remember, this blue line over here was our daily, and we'll get to that in a second. So what did the weekly do? It went and baited people into the trade, making them think it was breaking, but it did not, right? We did not confirm the week above it. On that weekly candle close, on that day that we're about to close, what do we do instead? We went and smacked up against the daily resistance. Let's go ahead and look for that daily resistance right over here. And what do we do? Got rejected and closed underneath both the daily, which was right over here, the blue line, and the weekly, right over here, the orange line. And what do we do? We tested the monthly. That was massive opportunity. Massive opportunity. If you did it the mango way, did it the stress-free way, and stayed in your trade, like we got in right all the way here at around 9,500, based off the 2-day time frames, because the daily was doing nothing for us in terms of our trend rates all the way since around here. Playing the high time frames, guys, it helps us. It helps us a lot. Now, there's a time to be looking at the lower time frames and a time to be looking at the higher time frames, and that's where this becomes more of an art than a science. And I wish I could give you guys black and white answers, but it's not that easy, right? If it was, and we don't have enough time in these videos to actually cover all those concepts. So that being said, now what are we looking for now? Like, I wasn't supposed to go through that entire mess that I just went through, but hey, I hope it was useful for some of you guys. If you guys do like this kind of stuff though, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys hate me going into those kind of rants, let me know as well, and hey, I'll stop doing this, right? So I went ahead and removed all those lines, guys. I hope you guys took screenshots. What we're looking for now is I was looking at the Mango ribbon on the daily time frame, okay, and I missed this, right? This was like I said, this was a massive opportunity. It came and tested the daily Tenkin 2. It was a major monthly level. I missed this. I was in the freaking shower. This was a huge opportunity. If you guys are in the seed program and you guys will keep an eye on this wick low over here, and you guys are watching the order flow the institutional order flow module over and over again, you guys would have seen how much of a beautiful opportunity this was. And hey, unfortunately I messed up in that one. I did not place bids over here that I should have, and two, I decided to have a shower. Who has showers when Bitcoin is mooning, man? Big mistake, big mistake. Don't shower, stay dirty, wait for opportunity. But yeah, speaking of the Mango Seed program too, we talked about something that will be very relatable, or rather very pertinent to this video today too. Since Bitcoin hasn't really decided to move as soon as I did this video, but I added to my position. I was looking for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's a mindset kind of thing that you guys need to all keep in mind at all times. I was looking for Bitcoin to come back down over here, and that was mostly because I felt like I missed this opportunity, right? I would have added to my position over here, and I wanted to add to my position over here again because Bitcoin came down all the way down to the Tenkin here, right? 10,600, 10,550. So I was like waiting and hoping Bitcoin comes down over here. I was looking through angles that, hey, this is looking bearish, blah, blah, blah. Not bearish per se, but I was like, we may get that opportunity. But how many times, guys, have you guys waited for a trade to come down to a level that you probably missed or level that you focused on? But it never does, right? It comes down halfway through and it consolidates a little bit and then moves on towards the upside. And in hindsight, if you looked at this, you would have been like, there were so many signs pointing that, hey, this is actually gonna consolidate right over here and reverse right over here instead of coming down to the level I wanted to come down to, right? So you don't want to force the trade. You don't want to force the chart to give you the trade you want when all signs are telling you that the high probability is that it may actually reverse at a level prior to the level you want it to, right? Now, if you're okay with it reversing without you, that's all well and good. That's all well and good. You don't have to force a position either that you don't like, okay? So again, more of an art than a science. So I was seeing something very obvious over here that I was completely ignoring, and I posted this in the Discord. Can you guys see it? I think I pulled it up. No, you guys can't see it, eh? Okay, there you go. Now you guys can. Right over here, I said BTC. Keep in mind that through all this volatility, BTC has maintained its 10 SMA on the Mango ribbon, maintained its 10 SMA trend, right? So this was around here. And I was like, hey, Sean, as much as you may want it to come down, it likely may not, right? Especially if we close. Let me go ahead and hide the Discord now before I forget. By the way, guys, there was this one time I did an entire video and I forgot to minimize. So you don't have... anyways, either way, throughout the video, the Discord was just literally showing throughout the video, and I had no idea it was covering the entire chart. So I had to do the whole video again. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, the 10 SMA was holding the 10 SMA was holding this trend, right? And as long as it was holding this trend, as long as it kept closing candles above this 10 SMA, I would have to, look towards this probably reversing and testing 12,000 again. And I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to add to my trend trade position if I can somewhere around here, especially if it's trending strongly, right? Trending with strength. I don't want to miss out because I'm hell-bent on adding to my position over here. I need to come to terms with the fact that, Sean, you missed it. You missed this add over here. Now try for something else. And I could be wrong about this, and it could come down on me. I'll just manage my risk based on that, right? I'll just get out of that portion of the trade that I'm adding based on this 10 SMA. So what I did was I added to my position based off this 10 SMA. And if we did close underneath, or today, right? Today we opened above. We closed above, rather. If we failed to close above, I would have just gotten out of that position, right? So all I care about is moving up with the trade, right? That's how you get into your trend trades. I can't get hell-bent on wanting my position over here. Now, if we close underneath tomorrow or day after, whatever, I'll look to reposition that trade somewhere around here. But I'm actually eyeing something different. I'll talk to you guys about that in a bit. So here we have the daily, right? And again, like I said, I added to my position based on this daily 10 SMA. As long as we're holding it, I'll be all a-okay on this trade. But I do want to show you guys something on the 4-hour time frame as well that I was speculating, or not speculating, but rather postulating. This is the Coinbase chart. I've drawn it on the Binance, the Bitstamp chart. Can you guys see it? Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can. So I was looking at a possible ascending triangle be put in place again. And this was all the way back when Bitcoin was sitting somewhere around here, right? And that at that point was more of a thesis, or rather prophecy. And that's what charts do though, right? Maybe we could do something like this. I'm looking for something like this. And you guys know how I feel about patterns, right? It's just something to keep an eye on, to basically put a structure to the trend that you're currently looking at. So this may work out or it may not. Either way, the trend on the higher time frames is still towards the upside. However, we can use this now to be like, okay, cool, if we start breaking the 4-hour trend towards the downside, because remember, that's all this is. That's all patterns are. They are simply a way to visualize trend structure. If we do break this towards downside, especially right over here, guys, if we start taking out this wick at around 10,906, you guys can see I have alerts on that towards the downside. I'll be looking towards a test of these lows over here around 10,627. Okay. You can see this major wick low over here, 10,553, I do believe it is. I would be looking for Bitcoin to actually do something like this, come down, either test the bottom of these lows over here and hold the daily 21 EMA. You guys can see I have my daily 21 EMA marked out. Okay, it lines up with a major horizontal 2 at 10,472-ish. We can either come out and take out these stops over here and then again start consolidating on a higher time frame basis and then move towards the upside eventually, or hey, perhaps towards the downside too. But there's something even more interesting that I'd be looking for Bitcoin to do. Okay, and this is where I will be switching on over to the 2-day time frame, turning on the mango ribbon, and this is that major level at around 10,100-ish currently. Lines up with this ascending triangle that we were looking at Bitcoin putting in over the longest period, right? You're looking at this massive ascending triangle on the 2-day time frame, right? You guys can see it right over here. So it'll be a retest of that as well as the 2-day 21 EMA. Now that would be a strong buy, and this is where it gets a little bit difficult, right? How do you know where to position yourself? Would you be looking to buy the 2-day 21 EMA, or should you be looking to buy the daily 21 EMA coming in around 10,500, right? So this is where it gets difficult as a trend trader. You don't know really how far the pullback may come, and you have to kind of be okay with it either pulling back further on you, right? If you buy the daily 21 EMA, it may come down, test the daily 2-day 21 EMA, and then close above the daily 21 EMA as well. So that's how tight things are right now, and we may very well see something like that, and you have to be ready mentally for something like that. A wick down to the 2-day 21 EMA and a close above the daily 10 the daily 10 SMA, sorry, the 2-day 10 the 2-day 10 SMA, which lines up with the daily 21 EMA and those major wicks as well. Man, there's so much coming in over there. So this is something I discuss a lot, right? I'm like, when you start trending, you know, with strength, you're going to find support as you go down, and you have to have your risk management in place, which is why risk management trumps everything. All this TA means nothing if you don't have your risk management in place, which is why, guys, all of you who, I know a lot of you guys who have been joining the C program recently, a lot of new seedlings who've been joining, been very not anxious, but very excited to get into trades, and have been asking questions about stop losses and trailing stops, etc. Where do I set my stop, blah blah blah. And the answer you get from the more experienced seed members is, hey, watch the entire risk management module, you know, take it slow, watch the course. All the concepts come together, and just be patient and wait till you get through that module. And that might not be the answer people are looking for, because they want a quick answer. But guys, if there was a quick answer, I'd give you a quick answer. I wouldn't spend 5.5 hours on a module if there was a quick answer, right? And yeah, so just be patient and just, you know, go through everything, go through all the modules, the trend analysis, the order flow module, and then the risk management module. You're going to see how it all intermingles with each other, and then your answers will be answered. Your questions will be answered. But yeah, that being said, again, guys, I hope this video helped you guys just get an idea or feel comfortable with what Bitcoin is doing, because that's what these videos are for, right? To give you an idea of the structure Bitcoin is putting in place, and based off that you can make your own decisions. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I don't know what I'm talking about, and you're likely going to lose all your money if you do listen to anything I say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Sean Dexter. Let's go ahead and quickly look at the 4-hour again. Is there a measured move to be had of this before we wrap up the video? So if this is an ascending triangle, we do break to the upside, or maybe a symmetrical triangle, however you guys want to look at it, right? You can go ahead and do a more conservative, something like this. So yeah, this does line up around 11,800, right? Which I think would line up with your daily. Yeah, what do you know? Your daily is exactly around 11,800. So hey, maybe we do get up there, but I'll be looking for this wick to be taken out first around 11,482, or we could look for a 4-hour candle close above 11,450-ish, right? So 4-hour candle close above 11,450-ish, or a nice wick above 11,482 with a close above the Tenkin is what I'll be looking for, and then we can look for a move like this, right? So yeah, my name is Sean Dexter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.